I'm Oprah as a dude, and I love you all. All right, here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Reyes Reflection podcast. Thanks for making this show part of your day. Don't forget to follow me on the socials at I'm Nathanael Reyes. We are proudly sponsored by ARAVE Cards, Jocko Fuel, SMACKIN Sunflower Seeds, and Mad Rabbit Tattoo Aftercare. Today, we've got a very special guest. He is a Puerto Rican powerhouse who captivated millions on The Voice. From his childhood in Puerto Rico to working with musical legends, he is on an unstoppable journey to becoming the pop star and fashionista he's always envisioned. We're diving deep into his musical roots, his time on television, and his personal struggles that have shaped him into the artist that we see today. Jose Luis, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. I appreciate you doing this. Thank you so much for making the time to sit down and chat with me. So, Jose, I want to get started from the beginning. Growing up in Puerto Rico, can you paint a picture of what your childhood was like?
Well, my childhood was full of music and a lot of heat and party. But yeah, it was, I had a lot of struggles in my childhood, but I think that having a good family was like a relief. Like like and having a great family that supported me through the way was like a good thing. So yeah, surrounded by family and good friends and music and good food.
I believe one of the family members that you were heavily influenced by was your aunt Wally, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Can you talk about her and what influence she had on your life?
Wally, it's funny because she's not my blood aunt. We were bound by life. She's my brother's aunt. But like I seen her since I was a little boy. She's my mother's best friend, and she's literally my aunt for life. She got me into not got me into music because I've always loved music, but with her I discovered my eternal icon, Lady Gaga, and she has always supported me in my dream and in big dream that is music. And I love her for that because I've been trying The Voice for like 4 years, and she was there like supporting me and saying, don't stop, don't quit, let's do this. She even helped me recording the videos that they asked for the auditions. So yeah, I love her so much.
Isn't it nice when you have those people in your life that truly become your family?
Yeah.
Even though they're not blood, they're your family. And I'm with you. I always say family is not who you're blood related to, it's who you can look at on your left and your right. That's family. So I completely understand that mentality. And we all had those aunts and uncles. I'm Puerto Rican too. My dad would be the type of person that'd be like, this is your aunt, this is your uncle. You're like, how am I related to them? And it's like, don't worry about it. You're just related. And that's what it is. Yes. You talked about Lady Gaga, and Lady Gaga made a huge impact on your life. I
Yeah.
believe you talked about how you saw her music video Just Dance when you were only 5 years old. I saw that music video when I was in high school. I think I'm 10 years older than you. So I was 14, 15, and I remember that music video with Colby O'Donis, Akon. Great
Yeah.
song. I love that song. How did that song spark your love for wanting to pursue a music career for yourself?
Yeah, I think Gaga came in a time where like pop music uh, was a little dead. So, and I think that she was like a before and after in pop culture. And that's what inspired me the most. Gaga was like a rule breaker. And once she came out with her style, with her music persona, with her music sound, she became like the standard. Like everyone wanted to be like Lady Gaga. Everyone wanted to be weird in their videos. Everyone wanted to have a concept. And that's what literally just turned me into a little monster for life because she came out authentically herself and unapologetically herself. And that's something that really inspired me. Aside from the music and aside from the big vocalist that she is, her confidence and how committed she was to her artistic vision. That's what inspired me the most.
Wow, that's a really amazing way that you just phrased it there. And you're right, right? Like I remember Poker Face, Love Dance, or Disco Stick. I'm not sure. You know what song I'm
Love
talking
game,
about.
love game.
That's what it is. You got it. You got it. You were picking up what I was putting down. But she was on fire for a good period of time, and she still is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but when she first bursted onto the scene, she was red hot, and so
Yeah,
I'm sure she didn't just inspire you. I'm sure she inspired many others. And you're
many.
right, she was authentically herself. Yep, for sure. I mentioned in my intro that you love fashion. You are a fashionista.
Yeah.
How would you describe your personal fashion style?
I think I am, wow, I don't even know how to describe it. Nobody has ever asked me that. That's a great question, though. I think I would consider my fashion sense a little androgynous because I like to like keep the balance between my masculine energy and my feminine energy. Um, I would consider my fashion sense also a little because I love high couture, but I don't like when it looks like so serious. I don't like it when it feels so serious. So I would consider myself a little camp. Also, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm camp. That's how I would describe myself. A little extravagant.
And that's okay. That's authentically you. But I think for you, what's important is that you just lean into who you are. And that's what makes Jose who Jose is. Right. And I think that that's all we ask for. Right. It's so funny how we live in a society where we say, hey, be your true self, be authentic. But the minute that somebody is, they want to judge.
And I think that it's funny and sometimes it's a little disturbing how people turn image into something sexual. It doesn't always has to be about your sexuality or anything. Especially in us as artists. Like I think that the best artist is the one who doesn't have boundaries when it comes to his artistry and his vision. Of course, not everyone is the same, but when you have like a really narrowed mind, you cannot convey a concept to its full potential because you are scared to navigate in different shapes and different sizes and different visual perceptions, you know. So I think that many people criticize me for my fashion on the show, and at first I was like, oh my god, I've never been this exposed. How am I gonna take this heat? This is so difficult. But then I said, this is this is what comes from being, you know, out there. And if you want to be a good artist, you have to accept uh, people's opinions. Because even Gaga received a lot of backlash, and she still receives backlash. But at the end of the day, I think that when you stay committed to your artistic vision, people may not appreciate you now, but they will appreciate you like 10 or 20 years from now. So, yeah, that's definitely the goal. Being authentic and being as free as you can be and being committed to your artistic vision.
Yeah, because you're not limiting yourself, right? Like when you go ahead and say, I'm only going to do this, you're already limiting yourself, which is making you're maybe not intentionally, but you're already putting yourself in a box of you have to stay in this box and in this lane. Whereas if you are free and you're who you truly are, you're able to pull from this, pull from that, pull inspiration here. And that's
Yeah.
what you want, right?
And at the end of the day, it's your choice to lean towards what you feel is best for you.
Yeah.
It's your choice. And also, as an artist, it's your choice too. But I just say that when you see someone like me who, like, I'm going to be honest, I'm not scared to shift and change as long as what I have envisioned it comes to life, you know? But when you see someone like me, you get shocked and you try to like, this is art, this is expression, and people take it how they want to take it. But when you attack someone for being who they are, that's like messed up. But yeah, we're different. I just don't pay attention to it.
Good for you, because we are vastly different. Every human is different. You just have to really find that healthy balance within who you are, who you
Yeah.
truly are. You talked about how you received some backlash and some negative comments.
Yeah.
How are you able to navigate that personally?
I think I just focused on the good things that were happening at the moment, because thankfully for me, there were more love than backlash. And I thank God for that, because the amount of love and the amount of people like commenting and sending me messages like, you inspire me, thank you for being yourself, I love your performances. That's what I decided to put my energy on, and I think that that's what got me through the show without feeling frustrated or like feeling ashamed for the outfits that I wore. But yeah, definitely that, focusing on the good things, and putting my energy on the positivity that came from the show, which was a lot. Like, I had the opportunity to connect with people from around the globe, people who couldn't even see the show on the TV. They saw it on YouTube, and they started following me and telling me how much they admired my bravery and my talent and everything, and that's something beautiful. So you cannot help but like focus on that rather than the hate or whatever it is.
So lean more towards into the positivity. That's
Yeah.
great advice. I love that, Jose. Thank you for sharing that. So we'll talk about the voice now. You sang Olivia Rodrigo's Traitor. You had a 4-chair turn. You
Yes.
went with Gwen Stefani. Why did you feel like she was the best fit for you?
Um, I mean, I think everyone was really good. Like, I love all of them, and they're icons, and I respect them so much. Um, but I think that I went with Gwen because Gwen saw my goal as an artist, which is like not only sing a song, but like live the lyrics and take the audience on a roller coaster of emotions with me. Because I think for us singers, our main goal is just like to make people feel, and just convey the story and tell the story through our voices and our performances. So she saw that, and that's something that just clicked into my head and said, she's the right choice. Even though all of them are the right choice, but like she was the right choice for me at that moment.
You felt it in your heart.
Yeah, I love her. And she's really good. I've said that a couple times. The the show, how the show is edited, doesn't make justice to how of an amazing person she is.
I'm glad you had that experience. You didn't just get to work with Gwen. You worked with Sting, MGK. You work with some really, really big names.
Yes.
What
Yes.
was the biggest takeaway from working with those icons in the industry?
You know, um, I, aside from, the music and everything, I think the biggest thing that I can take away from those two is how sometimes we um, think that these people that are like so huge, they're like dolls, and people don't even consider them as real. But once you get to know them, you see that they're just like you. People who have to work a lot, people who just happen to have the obligation to live this public life because it comes with the work that they do. But they're so humble. Their humility is something that I just took away from them with me, because it's so shocking to see massive people like them being so real, so real and so full of love and compassion when they have to tell you something about your talent. So yeah, that's what I took away from them, and from Gwen too.
Yeah, because I think because they live this public life, sometimes we think that there is this arrogance or they were just handed something, but
Yeah.
we forget that they had to work hard for where they're at. Yeah. Yeah. Very, very good takeaway. Unfortunately, you were eliminated right before the
Mhm.
live. Looking back, How do you feel about your time on the show and how you ultimately did?
Well, I think people saw just a little glimpse of my talent on the show. I was only on 4 episodes, but I think I went pretty far because I was in LA for almost like 4 months filming the show and doing everything. Um, but I think that in terms of this format of this year, I think I went pretty far because there was only like 2 shows left after I got eliminated. And I'm glad that I got the opportunity to give my country, my beautiful island, Puerto Rico, the representation that I could give them in the time that I was there. So it was definitely a bittersweet moment for me. I didn't feel bad for my friends at all. I was really happy for my friends and really proud of them because what people don't know is that we make really great connections with these people that are fighting for a dream like you. I just felt bad for me because I said like, what am I gonna do now? I'm gonna go back to Puerto Rico. They're gonna be so disappointed. Um, but then after watching the show and just um, seeing the different things that I did, I was so proud of myself. And so, you know, I'm literally accepting things for what they are. Like I'm not gonna try to force anything again. Going to the lives maybe was not meant for me. I had a good run. I think I pour my soul and my heart into each and every performance that I did. And that's the important thing because my goal was never like winning, because I didn't even think that I could turn a chair. My goal was not always like winning, it was more about making people inspired and sending a message. And I think that with the 4 episodes that I was in, I did it. And that's what reconforts me and makes me feel good about the work that I did on the show.
You did do that. You did do that. In 2021, you experienced the heartbreaking loss of your great grandmother,
Yeah.
and it clearly had a profound impact on you. What was your relationship like with her?
She was like the center of the family. Like we would not travel on Christmas because she was really like she was old. She didn't like to go out of her house. So we would be on Thanksgiving, on Christmas, on New Year's, on Los Tres Reyes Magos, El Día de los Reyes. No sé si, I don't know if you know about that festivity in Puerto Rico. Every birthday, it would be at her house. Um, she really was the center of the family. It was really heartbreaking because she was the sweetest soul ever. Even if she didn't know you, you would go to her house and she would be like, "Do you want to eat? Do you want coffee? Do you want anything?" She didn't know what else to give you because she would give you everything that she had. Um, but I think that my great grandma would always be someone that will forever inspire me because of how selfless and humble and loving she was. I'm doing better now, but it was definitely so heartbreaking because it was the first time that I lost someone that close to me. But I'm sure she's proud in heaven of everything that I've accomplished and the things that I'm about to accomplish because I don't think that leaving the show was the end. If anything, it was the beginning. And yeah, I'm so excited for this new year.
Yeah, yeah. I know what that's like. I lost my grandfather, and he was the
Yeah.
backbone of the family and
Yeah.
a father figure to me. I have his birth date tattooed on my forearm just because he meant that much to me. So I understand the loss of a grandfather, grandparent. It sounds like you've overcome some really tough moments.
Yeah.
How do you stay motivated when life gets tough?
I think what keeps me motivated is the fact that I don't want to be a victim of my the things and the fact that there's people having it worse than me. So um, I keep my motivation from gratitude. I try to stay. I try to have gratitude for everything in life, and I'm a strong believer in God. So I think that God keeps me on track, and also, yeah, my desire to win in life, you know, and not let my past or the things that can be happening right now um, define how far I'm gonna go in life. That's what keeps me motivated.
I love it. I love it. All right, we're gonna end with some burning questions then.
Yeah.
If you could collaborate with Lady Gaga on any of her songs, which one would you choose?
Oh my God. I love her catalog. Like, she's my favorite ever. But ironically, my favorite song of hers is not a single. It's Hair. It's from Born This Way, the album. I would
Okay.
collaborate with her on the on her song Hair.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I like it. Out of the box. I like it.
Uh,
Jose, it's exactly who you are. It's exactly who you are. How does Jose unwind after a long day?
I definitely take a cold bath and put some music on and chill in bed. I've been obsessed with piano instrumental music, like jazz or like ballad, but instrumental without any voice or anything. That's what I do. Some like most of the time, play some music and just relax.
I love it. Disconnect and just,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
I love that. Finally, Jose, what's next for you? You talked about that 2025. You want it to be a big year. What's on tap? Do you have any projects that you're working on? Anything like that?
I'm actually working on a series of covers that people have asked me from the show. That's something that's gonna be coming out really soon, and I'm also working on my first single that is coming out really, really soon, and I'm so excited about that.
Nice.
And yeah, just putting out music and doing art. That is all I love, and that's gonna make my year greater.
Well, I can't wait. I can't wait. Jose, thank you so much for hanging out, sitting and chatting with me. Where can people find you, follow you, so that way they can stay up to date, see these covers that you're going to do, all that fun stuff?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm Doc JL underscore. And you can follow me on TikTok. I'm Doc JL underscore too.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, that is going to do it for this episode of the Reyes Reflection podcast. Big thanks to our sponsors, ARAVE Cards, Jocko Fuel, Mad Rabbit Tattoo, and SMACKIN Sunflower Seeds for supporting today's episode. And to all the listeners, remember, may you live, may you love, and may you thrive. I'm Oprah as a dude. Now,